Hey everybody, Jamie here, New England Haunter. Welcome back to the graveyard. Today we continue my Did It Work series. So far we've talked about my skull cross video that I've done for you guys. Last go around we did my chain rope fence video. Both passed with flying colors. Today we're going to talk about my animatronic zombie makeover video that I did for you guys this past season. Did it work? Let's do this.
Step right up, come on in, join the show, it's about to begin.
As always, the original tutorial will be linked in the description below. Be sure to check that out. If you follow my channel, you know that I like to repurpose my props, specifically my animatronic jump scares. We get a lot of the same folks year to year, and I like to be able to keep that element of surprise for them. This prop's name is Steve. He went from being an animatronic crouching jump scare to a full standing zombie. And in order to do that, that required building a PVC stand and legs. Now I've built a number of these over the years. The one I built before this one, his name's Walter, and he's a classic swaying zombie. I wanted a different movement for this zombie, so instead of the classic sway, I came up with a lever system to make it look like he's trying to stand up straight and then fall back down. It's a really cool look. And here I'm building a wood platform for the 12-volt wiper motor and the speed controller to be mounted on. The concept here is to have that 12-volt wiper motor arm hit that lever while circling, pushing the upper torso up, giving it the illusion that it's trying to stand up straight. And then once that arm passes, gravity will just pull it back down into that starting position. And that's the speed controller that I mentioned earlier. And of course I did end up weatherproofing the motor with the speed controller, power supply as well. And this is how it turned out. I loved the movement. I was super excited to get this out into my display next to my other zombie. Dr. Undertaker 666 says, best thing about Halloween is you can remake props off old ones. Doesn't matter if they don't look new, the older they look, the better. Absolutely right, man. Thank you. The Joe Fletch says, I love that movement. Great work. Thank you for sharing. Sputnik Deb, that turned out really sick. Great effect. Thank you. GCPS2 Master 5 says, that movement is super cool and easy. Definitely going to steal that for this year. If you did, I would love to see some video or pictures. Email me newenglandhaunter@gmail.com. I'd love to check that out. Thomas Baudelaire 3679 says, great job repurposing that zombie. Jason Beavers 9337 says, turned out amazing. Thank you. Roxbury Haunted Manor 8147 says, I like it, cool movement. Riss Nebo, I think I got that right, says, wow, love how you gave a slight makeover with the zombie you made and made it even more lifelike by standing it up. And they went on to say that it reminded them of something from The Walking Dead. That's awesome. It's exactly what I was going for. David Gold Swan says, very creative. Do you give them names? I would be tempted to do that if I built them. If you're a regular follower of my channel, you know that I do name most of my props. So I think I mentioned it earlier in this video, but this is Steve. The zombie we're talking about today is Steve. I have another version that is a classic swaying zombie, and his name is Walter. I also have a groundbreaker that's kind of a half a zombie. It's also animatronic, and his name is Gary Trooper. The list goes on and on. So I may end up doing a separate video at some point for you guys just to let you know what my prop names are. Aaron Delorco 6468 asks, where did you get the head from? That head I got from Spirit Halloween. They made a number of these. I think there's 3. So there's this one, I think it was called Barbed Wire Zombie. There was another one called Wretched Soul. and the other was something like Broken Arrow because it had like a small arrow stuck in its head. But each of them came with like a rope, and you could hang it up in like kind of a shirt that's bloody and it's supposed to look kind of like a half a corpse, I guess, that you just like, I don't know, hang from your porch or from a tree limb. What I love about them is, I think anyway, the sculpts are pretty awesome. They're human size, and they're really robust as far as being able to leave them outside. They're a hard plastic. I did a video on those specific heads, I think last season, so I will link that in the description below for you. Robert Rivera says, great job. I love the zombies' motion and look. Nice clear description of the measurements. It's very helpful to have a standard measurement outline. Yes, I absolutely agree. I've mentioned it before in previous videos. I have a journal full of measurements from everyone in my family. So I have my wife, my 2 boys, and my daughter. They're all different sizes as far as height goes and frames go. And the reason I started doing it that way was because the boys, when they went to their senior proms, I repurposed their suits. So in doing that, I figured I might as well get their measurements to get the whatever prop it was I was working on at the time to get like the perfect fit for them. And I think I even have my own measurements somewhere as well. So yeah, it's awesome. Haunt at the Roxbury says, that looks awesome, bro. Thank you. Restless Hill Cemetery says, awesome movement with that. I may have to attempt another one of your props or some version of it. I have 2 wiper motors I need to use. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the comments. So for my DIY animatronic zombie makeover, did it work? No, it did not. I have to be as transparent as possible with this. I mean, ultimately, yes, I did get it to work in the very end, but I made some kind of stupid mistakes right off the bat. You guys have heard me say a number of times on my channel that if you're going to build these PVC framed, animatronics or even just a static prop, to screw all the joints together. Now, I know some folks glue the joints. I suggest screwing them because if you make a mistake, you can always go back and fix it. At the end of the season, you can also label everything and unscrew them, take them apart, throw them in a box. I was in the process of building this in the video. I didn't build this ahead of time and then take it apart and then show you guys how I did it in the video. What you see on the video is the progress of me building this prop. So there were a lot of tweaks, more so in the midsection where the lever mech is. I had a lot of issues just getting that so it was a nice fluid movement. So a lot of trimming of the PVC. I got to a point where I took too much off. I had to go back and add a longer piece and kind of start over. So at the very end of the video, as he's moving, it looks fantastic. And I even tested it for a couple hours after that. Went in the house, had dinner, came back out, and he was still doing his thing. So it was awesome. It wasn't until like 2 or 3 nights later when I came home after I had put him out in my display, came home late at night, and it was toppled over. Completely fell in half. The motor got tied up in his shirt. Come to find out, there were a lot of pieces that I forgot to screw together. But once I got everything tightened up, then it ran fine for a little while. So if you watch my original build video, I did talk about putting like I think I called it a fail-safe. So it was a small spring that attached that bottom lever down to the wood base. So he wouldn't tip all the way back. So he would only go up to look like he's standing straight up, and then he would fall back down. Well, I tested it. I did put a spring in there, and I kind of pushed it. I'm like, oh, there's no way it's going to fall backward. Well, high winds, next thing you know, the whole thing fell over backwards this time. So I had to make some adjustments with the spring. I finally got it to the point where it was tight enough, but not too tight, where the movement was still nice and fluid, So in the end, once I had everything tight and tweaked on this, it was really awesome. If you guys are interested, let me know if you'd like me to kind of do a walkthrough of my Peekaboo controller that I used on that zombie. I didn't only use it on him, I also used it on Walter, one of my other zombies, the classic swaying zombie. And if you're familiar with my channel, I also had what I'm calling a fence banger zombie. I had all 3 of those connected into one Peekaboo controller. So when the sensor went off, they all started at the same time. It turned out really awesome. I'm having a tough time with this next season. Of course, I'm already making plans for what I want to do, but I typically repurpose my jump scares in a lot of my animatronics, but man, I was so happy with the way they turned out. If anything, I am thinking of possibly making like a zombie horde type of a situation in part of my graveyard, because I have those 3 zombies. And then if you guys are familiar with Gary Trooper, he's the groundbreaker zombie that just kind of does one of these movements. He's powered by a foot massager motor. I've had him set up that way for a number of years now. So I'm thinking of making him maybe a full standing zombie as well. And there's also a prop that I haven't really mentioned on the channel before. I call her Betty. So there's another named prop. But she popped up Halloween Day. I wasn't going to bring her out initially, but I decided to last minute to pull her out. Just a static prop. I got her at Spirit Halloween a few years ago, like the day after Halloween, the 50% off, whatever it was. I think I'm going to get her doing something cool for this season as well. And yeah, maybe doing some type of like a little zombie horde or something. Man, I just realized I can see my breath in here. I apologize. I've mentioned it before in my past videos recently, but we have been in the single digits, in the teens at best. I think right now it may be in the 20s. It is so cold out here, so I apologize if you guys can hear the space heater. I hope you guys are all staying warm, staying safe. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.